There's another one. Oh man. Oh, it's a walleye. Holy crap, guys. Freaking walleye. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that walleye. Heck yeah, guys. Look at that. Freaking caught a walleye on a freaking pit boss. That's sweet. You might be going home with us. Hey everybody, it's Jay Ball, Blue Jays Outdoors. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day, and I'm really excited to make this video for you. So over the last couple weeks, I've been pretty fortunate in Saginaw Bay, and I've been able to find some isolated grass. And in this isolated grass, I've actually been flipping structure bugs, creature baits, for bass. Well, in the grass, I'm actually catching bass, pike, and walleye. And so what I want to do is, for those of you that are interested, and I've got a lot of requests on Facebook and social media to make this post on, or make this video on, where I'm looking for this grass, what I'm looking for in the grass, and then also my setup. So let me show you guys a few fish catches, and then I'll actually show you the grass, what I'm looking for in the water, kind of this topped out grass in about 7-8 foot of water maybe. And then what I'll do is I'll break down my setup for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm using to catch these fish, and then a few tips and tricks to kind of make these baits last longer, because when you're flipping and pitching in this heavy grass, you can tear these up pretty easily. So watch these few fish catches, and then let me show you guys the grass I'm looking for, and I'll talk about my setup. Another walleye. Holy crap. It's a big walleye. Nope. Oh man, look at that, guys. Another walleye in the Berkeley Pit Boss. You guys ever think that you could target walleye while you're bass fishing? You can. Not out here. Might get tough to find them in here with, there's a lot more grass out here than there has been. There he is. Walleye. Yep. Here's your walleye, Zuggy. That's a nice one. Heck yeah, look at that. Catching walleye, flipping grass in Saginaw Bay. Oh man. Alright, so I just caught that walleye on this piece of grass right here, guys. So you can see this is an isolated grass patch. We're in about 5 to 6 foot of water. And I just was flipping inside this hole around the outside edge. So if you guys are in Saginaw Bay and you want to catch bass or walleye in this isolated grass, find this kind of grass here. I'm not sure the name of it. I don't know all the names of my grasses, but this is the kind of grass that you're looking for. And again, it's about 5 to 6, maybe 7 foot of water, and that's why I'm using, I'll show you guys my rig in the next clip, but this is what I'm looking for out here in the bay. And I see this kind of stuff, I mark it, and then if I catch a fish on it, I will, I'll put all the information about what I caught it on, the water temperature, the date, and yeah, so this is the kind of grass you're looking for in Saginaw Bay if you guys want to flip to catch bass and big walleye. He's still on. Walleye. As soon as I switch colors, man. Dang. There we go. Nothing wrong with that walleye.
I don't know how that stayed on.
I had him pinned right through the nose. That's why. Look at that, guys. Another beautiful walleye. I messed up. I didn't have my bail closed all the way, but he smashed that. It's a green and brown structure bug. It's not a peanut butter and jelly, but yeah, another nice walleye. So good eater, but we're gonna get him back in the water and see if we can't get a few more. But yeah, just flipping this grass, you guys can see it right here. just slipped in there and just switches over to this new color. I've been throwing pink, but switched over to the more natural color and he smashed it. So good, nice one. So you guys just saw me catch that really nice walleye in the structure bug. And again, I put the O-ring on the bait and look at it's not even torn. This is not even torn at all. So again, I just put this O-ring on the front here and I can use this bait a couple more times. Normally, if you don't have that O-ring on the front of that creature bait, it's going to rip that nose out and you're going to have to get a new bait. All right, so pretty cool that you can catch walleye in the grass and then bass and northern pike. So let me tell you about my setup for those of you that may or may not be familiar with like flipping and pitching for bass. So when I first started flipping this grass, I typically use a 30-pound braid with a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. But the walleye have such hard teeth and hard mouths and sharp teeth that when they suck that bait in, I mean, they're inhaling these creature baits all the way down their throat, and when you set the hook, the line actually is getting cut. So I went to straight braid. I went straight 30-pound braid. I still get bit off a few times, but not nearly as much as I was. So I used a pink camo 30-pound Beyond braid. It's really good braid. It's high vis. I can see it really well. The fish don't seem to bother. It doesn't seem to bother them. And then I actually rig a structure bug, and I actually peg the weight. So this is a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight with a little rubber peg on it. And then I use a 4 or 5/0 vector hook, EWG vector hook. And then you'll see right here, actually, there's a O-ring. And what I do is I actually take a wacky rig tool, a wacky tube, and I put this O-ring on the front of the creature bait right there. And what that does is it keeps it from tearing the head out, because usually these baits only last about 1 or 2 fish because the line will actually rip through the head. But if you put that little O-ring on there with this O-ring tool, it actually works really good. I can show you, because I switched between a structure bug from Strike King and then this Pit Boss from Berkeley. But you can see the one on this tool, on the structure bugger here, or sorry, this Pit Boss. So let me show you how you do it real quick. On a Pit Boss like this, so you take this tool, this rubber O-ring, this wacky rig tool, and you put these O-rings on. And what you do is you slide the O-ring down. Sometimes I'll get it wet, make it a little bit easier. Slide it down, and then you stick the head of the bait inside this tube, and then you put the O-ring on, and there you go. So then when you hook it, you hook the hook through the head and then go under the O-ring, and then you just rig it Texas style on that EWG hook. So it actually works really well. I can maybe get 3 or 4 fish off of one, just depending on how big they are. But that's it. That's really my setup. I know this is a spinning rod on a bait casting rod, or spinning reel on a bait casting rod, but I set this up for my brother-in-law because he doesn't like using bait casters, but it's actually pretty fun. Typically I'm using a bait caster to flip and pitch this heavy grass for these bass and then also walleye. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. This real quick video on how I've been flipping the grass. Good luck to you guys if you do it. If you have any other things you guys want me to share, any other tips or tricks or anything that you guys maybe that I missed, let me know. But yeah, if you guys are fortunate enough to find some of this isolated grass in Saginaw Bay, make sure you've got a creature bait ready to flip, because you could probably catch a big bass or a big walleye or even a big northern. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 5,000 subs. I really appreciate it. The growth's been going pretty good, but do appreciate your time. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks, and we'll catch you in the water next time.